This is like some real life stuff. Sometimes you get in this weird situation. You with somebody that's like, they're completely like, yo, I need you. And then you probably like, yo, like, I don't even want to really be with you no more, but don't really have the heart, like, Mark, to be like, nah, like, I can't do it. Just cause like you don't want to hurt them. Like you still have love for them. You don't want to hurt them, but like emotionally you're checked out. That's just what it is. Really, you only got one choice. Honesty is the best policy. You try to sugarcoat things. You try to, they just got to hear that cold hard truth sometimes.
The CoryxKenshin situation is over pretty much faster than it started. It took everyone by surprise when these came out in the first place. I mean, I was coming back from watching Superman review soon, and I just got a notification on Twitter that there were CoryxKenshin allegations, someone who I thought would never even be involved in anything like this. Now, an account called PandaNinjaXxofficial over on TikTok posted, I believe this was 2 days ago, a post on TikTok. This was a former partner of CoryxKenshin a couple of years ago, saying the truth about your favorite YouTuber, sharing your story, part 1. This is not a story time. I'm sharing what I lived. If it feels heavy, it's because it was. Part 2 drops late tonight. Please read with care. Content warning, non-graphic, emotional plus mental abuse, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love bombing, gaslighting, illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, and status-fueled cruelty. No graphic details, but it's heavy. Just reading that caption already leads you to believe that there's going to be something actually fucking crazy that CoryxKenshin did. Also, comments are turned off on this. This is like 37.5 thousand likes, like 11,000 saves. If my emotions or attitude towards this seems a little dismissive, you'll know why later. Anyway, it starts with, I didn't want to do this, but I don't owe you my silence anymore. There's no clean way to start. Just that familiar weight in my chest, while the world kept applauding someone who never showed up for me. I was never part of your world publicly. You made sure I stayed close, just far enough to be invisible. Your followers ate up the whole man of faith image you push, but faith without basic decency isn't faith, it's branding. Like, did he cheat on you? I mean, were you guys married? Did he have like a secret marriage or something? Was he hiding a child? This is just really vague, especially for a call-out post. When I met you, I was at one of the lowest points in my life. I was still healing, still trying to remember how to love myself after going so long without it. I had all this love and nowhere to put it. And for a moment, your attention made me feel seen, like maybe I wasn't invisible anymore. Even writing this now has me crying so hard I can barely breathe. The pain still lives in my body, like it just happened yesterday. I'm not writing this because I still care. I'm writing this because I carried too much in silence. You ghosted me, not because you were confused, but to teach me a lesson. You made me feel like I had to shrink just to earn a reply. Every move was calculated, even if I couldn't see it back then. They'll never know how many nights I cried quietly into my pillow, trying to convince myself it wasn't that bad, just so I wouldn't have to admit how deeply it broke me. You never showed up when it mattered. You only came around when it was convenient. You only wanted something when it was easy, but when I needed support, the bare fucking minimum, you vanished. You treated my body, my heart, my time like they were things you could shelve and retrieve whenever it suited you. Like I only existed when you needed to feel wanted. You made sure your absence cut deeper than your presence ever comforted. And the worst part, that kind of damage takes effort. So congratulations. You once asked if I wanted to know how much you made. I said no because I didn't care. I've never depended on anyone. I've worked hard my whole life and made my own money. But still, you made me feel small for the job I had. Like I was a disappointment for not living up to your standards. I never asked for your money, your platform, or any of it. I didn't want what you had. I just wanted to be treated like I mattered, like a human fucking being. Fucking cried, because even after everything, I still wanted to believe you were capable of being good to me. And then the next day, somebody told me they saw you in California with another girl. I already knew where you were going, but you never said who you were going with, so I assumed it was your family. That's how it always was with you. I never really knew what you were doing, just whatever pieces you decided to share. All I did was ask calmly, the way anyone seeing someone would. I'm not the type to pry or get jealous over nothing, but when the details didn't add up, I pay attention. But you snapped at me. You said it was your sister, got defensive. I wasn't accusing you of shit. I just wanted the truth. But your reaction said everything, even if it really was your sister. The guilt always slipped out before you could cover it. You always gave yourself away. And then you ghosted again. This was just the beginning. Part 2 comes late night, and it only gets heavier. Now, going on to part 2, which she uploaded again pretty much the same night. This is part 2 of the letter. I'm working on part 3 right now. Thank you those who've been reading this with care. Content warning, emotional, mental abuse, manipulation, narcissistic behavior, love bombing, gaslighting, illness-related trauma, emotional abandonment, power imbalance, status-fueled cruelty. And then came the Xbox messages. It wasn't even what you said. It was how casually you said it. Like nothing you'd done ever left a scar. Like you hadn't already shattered me and just gotten bored. These are alleged messages with CoryxKenshin between, Panda Ninja XX and Cory. Without the actual logs, I can't confirm that these are real, but these are alleged screenshots from their Xbox conversation. I'm glad we've moved on from Discord messages to Xbox, though. That I feel like that's a step up. Cory says, "You still seeing someone?" She says, "Why do you ask?" Cory says, "Because I'm still trying to fuck up your life some more." And then she says, what? Cory says, "That was a joke. Geez, lol. I was just asking." And then she says, "I've never heard you curse before. That's why it threw me off." off. Like it was funny, like it was cute, like all the pains you caused me the first time wasn't real. The confusion, the trauma, the fucking aftermath.
What a manipulative, conniving dictator! What the f*** is wrong with him?
So far, you've just said he was kind of mean to you and that he would get defensive when you asked him if he was cheating on you. These aren't cancelable offenses. My chest locked up. I wasn't even surprised, just furious that you still had the audacity to crawl back like you were welcome, like I'd let you ruin me again for your own entertainment. But it's so dramatic. Like this is like a book. This is fucking crazy. I don't understand. Like you need to tell him this shit. I don't need to be hearing this. It's actually insane. Then he says, because I wanted you. She says, you wanted me how? Cory says, like how I've had you. And she says, like in a relationship type of way or something else. And Cory says, like something else. She says, that's kind of messed up. I wasn't a toy. Cory says, I know that. I wasn't just about to message you after a year and ask you to be my girlfriend. Now she says, but I guess I was just a good fuck for you. And Cory says, when you said relationship, I thought you just meant I was going to ask you out. She says, nah. Cory says, I mean, you were, but that's not all you were. That is a crazy admittance right there. I mean, lock him up, dude. Lock the dude up. Under the jail. Okay, light that shit on fire. Clearly he's guilty. And then he says, you wouldn't have let me fuck again, lol? And she says, no, I wouldn't. And he says, well, I'm glad. I'm the same. I don't fuck anyone. Double bummer. She says, the difference between you and I, though, is that I don't do it with someone just because I was sexually abused. I'm not saying that for you to feel bad or whatever, but for you to understand. And he says, I know you told me that. I didn't know I got lumped into that category, but the person that did. And she says, because I was used for that. I guess that time when you told me how you felt was not real too. Obviously terrible that happened, or I'm not even gonna question if that actually happened. Again, terrible that happened to you. Clearly you have trauma, but what does that have to do with me? Like you don't fuck people because you have trauma? Okay, cool, I get it. What does that have to do with CoryxKenshin? It's really confusing. Do you hear yourself? You knew I'd survived SA. You knew how hard it was to feel safe in my own body, and you used that as leverage. Like if he was commenting on your sexual abuse and saying, oh, it didn't happen, or like making jokes about it or something, yeah, sure, that's pretty shitty, dude. That's pretty shitty. But so far, you're saying that he's using your sexual abuse against you, and your evidence is him just saying, I know that you told me that. When I pushed back, you got defensive. I don't know why I'm lumped in that category. Fuck you, you put yourself there. You crossed lines that you had no right to. You knew exactly what you were doing. Then you tried to backpedal like everything could be undone if you called it a mistake. And then shows messages where he says, backpedal. You were never used for sex. I need to make sure you understand that I loved you. Like I said, I didn't have my shit together. She says, you loved me? How is that possible? It says that you have the nerve, the audacity to say I loved you back then. I just didn't really have my shit together. Really? You had the money, the platform, the fans, the house, the car, everything. Everything. You had every tool to be a decent human being, and you still chose to be careless with someone you claim to love. I didn't have my shit together either, but I still showed up with heart, with honesty and care. I never used my chaos as an excuse to mindfuck someone else, but I guess that the empathy doesn't hit the same when the mirror's not pointed at you. Because if someone can say I loved you after they've already destroyed you, what the fuck does that even mean? How did he destroy you? What did he do? I'm still confused on what he did. All you've said is that he hurt you and destroyed you and mind-fucked you or something like that. Maybe he is, did he?
You ever been mind-fucked before? I'm mind-fucking you right now.
Hope you're wearing a condom, because I have a dirty mind.
So apparently she got diagnosed with cancer at some point. According to her, Cory responded to her telling him of the cancer diagnosis that she just received with a joke, saying that was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal ever, lol. Interestingly enough, there is no context to this message at all. They could have been joking together. They could have said anything. There's no context. I mean, if you post the full picture and he just says this out of the blue, yeah, again, that's really shitty. The fact that you're cutting off messages makes it sound like maybe there's a little bit more to this than you're wanting to admit. This is part 3, the end of the letter. This was everything. If you read to the end, you'll understand the full truth. I didn't write this for attention. I wrote it so I could finally let go. Thank you to the people who read this with care. Content warning, non-graphic. Why speak now? As if timing ever made truth more comfortable. Because I was tired of living like your name held more weight than my voice. Tired of wondering if speaking would get me heard or destroyed. Afraid that the second I said your name, people would stop seeing me and start labeling. That the world would care more about protecting your reputation than hearing what you did. While everything I am, everything I built, risked being overshadowed by you. See, right there, being overshadowed by you leads me to believe, possibly, that this was a revenge post, like a jealousy post, seeing how, obviously good Cory's doing and you're not doing that great. Possibly, just maybe, I don't know if this has to do with that, who knows. But this sentence right here kind of speaks as to why you posted this in the first place. That is the current allegation right now, that CoryxKenshin is not a good boyfriend. I don't know how many times this has to be explained. I don't care if social media influencers are good boyfriends or girlfriends. I really don't care. I'm watching you for content. Obviously, not that I'm trying to like defend this behavior at all. I mean, I've said that multiple times. Like, I don't condone this behavior, obviously. This is a shitty thing to do. You shouldn't do this, people. My only issue, my only gripe with this entire call out is that this is being treated as a call out rather than a personal issue. Yes, obviously, if this is all true, he should be held accountable personally, not online. We shouldn't even know about this. Like, this isn't a thing that should be out in public. This doesn't hold any weight to anyone. He's not a danger to anyone. He's just mean. Like, that's my only gripe with this. Maybe don't date that guy. I don't know. Not that I like Harry Sisson. I don't give a shit. But they try to do the same thing with him. Like, he actually led these girls on. Wow. The guy on the TV is not a good person, guys. Holy shit. Oh my God, that's terrible. Jesus Christ. Did he abuse you physically? Like, you know, like mentally? No, he was just kind of mean to you and a shitty person. Okay, I don't care. If this is the level that we're going to be canceling people at, so let's go back in your history and see if you've ever been mean to anyone in your entire life. But everyone does that. So this isn't a cancelable offense. What the fuck is the point of posting a TikTok about this story behind CoryxKenshin? Even with the cancer thing, we don't know what the fuck you guys were talking about. You only said that was the most passive-aggressive cancer reveal low. I don't know what kind of relationship you guys had. Maybe joking about dark subjects like that was your guys' type of relationship. I have no fucking idea. You want to know why? Because I wasn't in the relationship. I don't care. I don't really give a shit. If you watched CoryxKenshin because you genuinely believe that he was a great man to be in a relationship with, sure, I guess maybe stop watching him. But who the fuck watches anybody because they think deep down inside they're the best person and they've never made a single mistake at all. And they don't have some flaws. Everyone has fucking flaws. Again, me personally, I think that's terrible. I really don't think you should treat women like this. If that's what you're saying, if what you're saying is true. If he's using women like this just for sex, or he, you know, kind of just disregards their feelings or anything, yeah, that sucks. That's a shitty person. Again, if he was stalking you, threatening you, yeah, holy shit, that's a fucking crazy person. This just sounds like or 90% of famous people. They just don't care about most people. And like, yeah, that sucks, but are we really surprised? Is this a surprise revelation that CoryxKenshin was fucking bitches and then tossing them to the side? Is that really a major revelation today? Is that what we're talking about? But this was the video that had this was like the most damning thing of the entire situation was this video right here. Yeah, so she did post this. I believe it's deleted at this point. This was the post that she posted that had a lot of people genuinely concerned because this is something crazy. The title of it is POV. You didn't know that this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He just wanted to see how long he'd let him hurt you. And this led a lot of people to believe that CoryxKenshin was a sexual abuser or something like that, right? Real quick, this video, he does say something wild, but just watch this.
I'm still on.
I'm still on.
Then I woke up again and it was off.
Did you watch me sleep? Did you watch me sleep?
Yeah, I actually did something to you while you were asleep too.
What?
I'm sorry. I just got this fetish that I do. You know.
What?
I didn't hurt you. You're good, right?
What'd you do, Cory?
Just don't worry about it.
Cory?
Good.
Cory, what did you do?
Do nothing.
Like, you did something to her while you were sleeping? What the hell are you talking about? This video seems to allege that he is a weird sexual pervert and likes to do shit to women while they're sleeping, possibly unconsensually. I know some people have certain fetishes where they, you know, CNC shit like that. I think that's kind of weird. But, you know, whatever floats your boat. I don't really give a shit. But according to this sounds like he is doing some crazy shit.
Look, this came right on my face. I didn't do anything.
They're both laughing here. They're both laughing. She's not in any type of like, she's not like freaking the fuck out. She doesn't think like something's wrong. They're walking down a hallway. They're obviously joking with each other.
He did something, and I'm gonna find out on the next episode of
Dragon Ball Z, where you going with this?
But this led a lot of people to believe that CoryxKenshin was a sexual predator or someone who was like sexually assaulting women. Now, the reason I think that was posted very maliciously is because no context. The only context is the caption, which is POV. You didn't know this was one of the videos you'd look back on and realize he never cared. He just wanted to see how long you'd let him hurt you. Now, hurt you has no definition here. We're just seeing hurt you in relation to a joke that says he did something to her while she was sleeping, again, possibly unconsensually. That's gross. That's disgusting. Clearly, this is someone who needs to be held accountable. But then she posted this yesterday with the caption, "For clarity, hashtag mental release, hashtag not essay claims."
I just really want to make this clear that, and this is very important, I'm saying this literally with all my heart. This was never about defaming Cory at all. It literally was me venting about something that happened to me in the past that did hurt me. I felt at that moment that I wanted to share with people that may have similar experiences like I did. And that's basically it. So basically what I'm going to show you now is everything pertaining to the situation. As proof, this was literally not intended to attempt the essay. That's not what I said towards him. That is not true, and that's not what I said.
Okay, so she's clearing up that this has nothing to do with SA. So why the fuck would you post that video in the first place? If we're going to take up what you're saying with face value, because why wouldn't we? Context of the video is that he did something to you while you were sleeping. You said that he hurt you, and this was an example of him hurting you. And now you're saying that has nothing to do with that? You knew for a fact that that really wasn't gonna get any attention at all. So you had to post that video to garner more attention for this, which is fucking disgusting.
There was no cheating or pregnancy. There was no editing of messages. Those were literally rumors that they made you guys believe because they were trying to bring traction to their content.
No, that's what you did. The second fucking post, or was it the third? I don't know. Where you're talking about him going to California and how he got defensive about it because he has to live in the room with his choices or something. What the fuck else are you supposed to pull from that? Other than, yeah, CoryxKenshin probably cheated on this woman. Again, if he did, that's shitty. I'm sorry that happened to you. Obviously, I'm not happy that happened to you. That's not a cancelable offense for someone to lose their entire career, lose brand deals or anything because they cheated on you. Well, not only have you led people to believe that he essayed you with that really poorly worded post. Again, I don't know. I can't prove that you did that maliciously. In my personal opinion, I think you did. But you vaguely worded these messages, these part 1, the part 1, 2, and 3 with just the text to make it seem like that's what he was doing. So what the fuck? And again, if he wasn't cheating on you, what the fuck was he doing? You're so vague about what happened, I can't even begin to even pinpoint what he did wrong other than from your own words hurt you. I don't know what the fuck that means. I really don't.
I literally said, and I'm emphasizing this because people keep thinking that this is what I wanted and this is not what I wanted. But I literally was not looking for follows or attention or any clout. I literally just posted it just from my experience and to heal from my experience. I just want to address the fake messages that have been going around, or tweets or whatever it is that people are editing, and they're fake.
Now, this is true. There has been an account for people that are on the side of Cory. They made a fake account on Twitter posting messages saying, logging out for now because y'all are blowing up my phone. I'm sorry for this little troll. It is badly humored and I'm just bored and I hate to see Cory under bad light without him getting even a chance to try and give his side of the story. Have a good day and pray for our go CXK. And obviously with these screenshots, you can tell this is a fake account. And another fake account, people are posting that, she lied, Cory's in the clear, saying, I have no words, I'm so sorry about the lies of this whole situation. Through our though the DMs are real, it's not Cory, it was with another ex before Cory. I was just so upset on how our relationship ended. No, I didn't cheat on him, I'm assuming it says. We just had some issues. I'm just trying to process my trauma. I don't even know why you would need to do this in the first place, because these allegations are, one, completely baseless. We have zero proof about any of this besides one message with zero context to it and screenshotted Xbox messages where he denies even doing anything, any wrongdoing, and you saying that he's lying. So I really don't understand why you would need to make a fake account to try and get her, because so far there's nothing to get Cory with at all whatsoever. To prove that the screenshots are real that she posted about her conversations with Cory on Xbox, she posted the screen. This is followed by a screen recording of their messages. Again, great, but I don't have the full chat log, so I can't confirm or deny that these are real. Showing that my internet is down and I can't even log back in. Can you call me? And then he says, I have no reason not to be your friend while you have plenty to not be mine. I can be your friend, just so we're clear, that's not why I messaged you. And she posts another screenshot of someone in the comments saying that she does this every year, and they say it's on Twitter, you can scroll back, but apparently All Girl was asking people to edit the screenshot. She dropped an audio of her admitting she was also into Cory's sleepy thing, had a side man while dating Cory, and tried to play it off. Cory finally got tired of her, cut off her phone, and she was just leaking Cory whole friend group numbers, and even has SA allegations herself. She doesn't even deny this, which is odd. She doesn't say this isn't true. She just this is so fucking weird. I don't understand. It sounds like he's just fucking girls and ghosting them. Like, I'm sorry that you have trauma and shit. That really does suck, and I'm sure that makes it 10 times harder to deal with this entire situation. But that doesn't, like, I don't know. Like, I really don't know. Again, he's a shitty person. Clearly, he's a shitty person to be in a relationship with. Do you have SA allegations of yourself? Were you cheating on Cory? You never acknowledged that at all whatsoever. I never said I was SA'd by him in the first place. People assume because of that wording, that's what I meant. I never said that. This was never about SA. This was about a moment I thought I was cared for, only to realize it wasn't. Well, it's really interesting that you would use that situation where he's talking about SAing you while you're sleeping. She also posted, I think this is on TikTok or Instagram, saying, for clarification, he did not SA me. Again, and then she went on this guy's live to kind of talk about the whole situation and explain some stuff more.
Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video, but if you guys read the point of view on there, I never said that that was the SA video.
That video in particular, she posted it because it was a nice moment. A nice one. Like, can y'all listen? That is what she just said. What's wrong with y'all?
And you're acting like people are retarded for taking that at face value. Him saying that he SA'd you and then you saying he hurt you and combining those two together? What do you mean people are stupid?
It happened to me when I was younger.
A whole different person.
And it has nothing to do with him. Like, and I said that many times in my letter. I never said it. You guys kind of assume because of his wording in the video that that he's saying something weird, like, but he was being playful and he was like saying like things like,
thank you for saying that.
Laugh, like that's something we both laughed at. Like, that's something that didn't make me feel uncomfortable about him. Like, he didn't make me feel uncomfortable in that video. But and I'm gonna say this again. I never said he SA'd me. I never said he SA'd me. I'm gonna say it one more time for everybody.
I never said that.
I know, like, you know, because you've been talking about it, you've been saying it over and over again. They're not listening because, like, some of these people, like, don't have a brain, obviously.
I'm Dante, also talks about this on stream. He talks about this whole situation. Pretty much, again, just repeating the sentiment that, like, it's someone's personal life. I don't really care. It's someone you watch for entertainment. This isn't the Messiah. This isn't a religious figure.
Every aspect all around. Niggas is done with CoryKenshin because the worst flaw about him is that this nigga's a horrible boyfriend.
Yeah, and that's it. That's the entire CoryxKenshin case. I know that this was a complete nothing burger. If I see you comment that, I'm going to find you and I'm going to touch you. But it just blows my mind that now we're at a point to where you can get canceled for being a shitty person to people. I really don't understand. Like, again, it sucks. I'm not condoning this behavior, especially, you know, this behavior towards someone who has this trauma. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, dude, people are going to be mean to you. I don't understand. There's so many people with trauma who get shit on all the time. It's not like they get special treatment. It's really hard with shit like this. I just, oh my God. I don't understand. It's just like almost identical to the Harry Sisson case. Again, I don't really like Harry Sisson. I don't care. Seems like kind of a annoying, it just seems annoying. I don't know. It has nothing to do with politics or anything. This is almost an identical situation. He was mean to people, leading them on, maybe even ghosting them, using them for, you know, attention, sex, whatever. I don't really care. I don't. It's really not that big of a deal to me. I mean, yeah, obviously that sucks. That's something I'm going to, you know, hold against my opinion on that person. But is that going to stop me from watching their content? No, not really. I really don't care. I mean, you shouldn't either. This isn't your personal relationship. This is something that affects them only. Again, I'm sorry that happened to you, but this is not cancelable worthy offense. I don't understand. That's about it. I don't think he's responded yet. I mean, I don't really think there's a reason to. I don't know. Go watch Superman or something. Listen to the new Clips album. Don't listen to Jack Boys 2. Do anything else aside from be invest in this, because nothing is going to come from this. It really doesn't matter unless something crazy comes out, like he is an actual fucking abuser or something like that. Sure, but so far he's just a shitty boyfriend. That's it. I garnered the smallest amount of sympathy for you because I don't know you and I don't care. Again, unless something crazy happened to you, unless he added to your trauma besides being mean to you, I don't care. I'm sorry. Anyway, that's the video for today. Jesus Christ, I talked about this for a fucking hour. I did not expect to do that. That sucks. It's gonna be a bitch to edit, but I love you guys. thank you so much for the support in the last Pirate Software video. Probably be doing an update on that later. Hopefully have a whole bunch of videos coming out this week. Anyways, goodbye. I love you. Go watch Superman or something. Goodbye.